Cracking, nerds. So obviously, one, you'll probably notice new background, still a work in progress, new house, everything. Basically, this is what I'm doing in between getting the internet and not having the internet. So I'm a bit ill at the minute, so my voice is a bit so you'll have to live with that. I've sort of got a bit of a music setup going on again. So what I'll probably do, I'll do a setup video on a separate thing, I think, probably, just to take you through everything, because there is a fair bit of new stuff. Trains. But for this, what I'm essentially going to do is, I don't know, I might make it a new series, I might not, it depends on how this goes, I guess. But I'm going to give myself basically an hour to do, like, to make a song, pretty much. So it'll be pretty quick, like, quick workings, really. I don't know if I might just pick genres at random, just see how I'm feeling on the day. Today I think we're gonna, I might just go with some sort of like deep housey sort of thing, something I've not done for a while. I was listening to a lot of stuff that I did when I first started making music like a couple of days ago, and it's very of that style, so I might just go with something a bit like that, sort of something where you can get some chunky bass lines in, and with any luck this will go quite swimmingly, and who knows, we might get something out of it. So yeah, let's see what we can do. 1 hour, 0 seconds. So I don't know if you can see that. And we're off. So let's go. I don't really know what I want to start with, to be honest. I mean, usually drums, I guess, probably. So generally I'll try and find a bit of a meaty kick. Paranoid 999 maybe, that could work. So you got your punch and your bass. For me, I do like using FL, mainly because it's just easier to get your ideas down quicker. Ableton's good, but I tend to find it restricts me a little bit, because I sort of like my ideas just on the go. I can get my ideas down pretty quick. I can sort of work with my samples quite easily as well, which I tend to do a lot. And it just doesn't restrict you really as much as other softwares do. That's nice. Okay. So it will just be that first bit there, to be fair. Probably will be a fair bit of copy and paste just due to the nature of this challenge. Actually, you know what? I'm probably just going to shorten that first bit, to be honest. Yeah, cool. Right. See, it's cheap chucking in these sort of claps, but you can have them underlying, and it tends to work itself, really. Cool. So if we Valhalla Room, and we're just going to chuck a shit load of reverb on this. Then we'll put our other claps over the top of it, and they should be a bit brighter. Delay the hell out of this as well. 1 second delay, maybe. Yep, and then bring this down, maybe. And then that should work nicely alongside hi-hats as well, which we will get to now. Thing is, so with the house situation, I'm now living in the town that I grew up in. So when I first started doing the whole YouTube thing, this was where I was living, pretty much. We're getting somewhere. So now we're going to use Massive, which is generally the most usable plugin pretty much for everything. I will, as well as that, I do normally have a plugin called Volume Shaper, because I've only just installed this on this computer, so I'm a bit limited for plugins at the minute. Let's see how that does it. If it should do it on paper. So with that, obviously, it creates that sort of swell. Maybe just 3 of them solitarily, maybe? Is solitarily a word? I don't think it is. maybe. There we go. That last bit should come in sooner. Like that. This is what I mean though, I just sort of get carried away genre-wise and it sort of just takes a bit of a U-turn, doesn't end up being what I initially set out to be. What I wanted to do as well is, if I can get one that allows me to work with samples a lot more as well, that'd be quite cool. That's something I've generally got an interest in. There's a channel that does, or one sample, 4 songs or something like that. We'll say that's chunky. String, 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 string. Strings are in... It's such a messy folder, I'll be honest. There we go, right, that's disgusting. So, I've literally used the same string preset on every project that I've ever used strings for since 2012. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I suppose. One kick. Oh, I've got an idea. I've got ideas. This is good. Small stereo mix down to 25 maybe. Size, yeah, pretty big. Feedback probably high. Delicious. Oh, what have I done? Because I'm rushing it, it's like I've lost track of sort of what I'm doing, and it's annoying. Do I actually have any decent piano? I don't think I've even got any decent pianos, you know. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds like trash, dog. Possibly? Maybe? So I think usually I'd have all of this sidechained, like every bass sound, every piano sound, every synth sound, it would all be sidechained properly. I've got 27 minutes. I can pitch that, I reckon. Watch and learn, kids. Boom. Boom. Okay, there we go. Then cut it out completely, bring it in on the second half, maybe, then break it down there, bring it back up for second drop. I think that's a good little system. These little reverse cymbals, in case you don't know what that is, just they do, I don't know, it's weird, like I feel like they add a fair bit, but they don't actually do a great deal, but they're noticeable enough that they do sort of make things stand out a bit more. We've got a quarter hour left, so we've got a quarter of the time left, so that's decent. It is probably going to be a copy paste job purely just for the sake of finishing it. I think that should see us off. I think. It's very repetitive and it is very messy. It's probably not my finest work, but for an hour. Well, 54 minutes to be specific, if we're going to be pedantic about the whole thing. There's a lot of mixing work that would need to be done, but you'd need to spend hours on it. I could definitely have done more. But in terms of time spent and that, I think we've got our money's worth. Right, I think that has completed this. What I'm going to do is, I mean, we've done this in record timing, so we've done this in 55. I mean, it's going to be a record timing, it's the first time we've done it. I'll put the MP3 in the description on a Zippy. If you want it, it's just a bit of fun, really. If there is anyone out there that does music and wants to judge this, please don't bother, because this is just seeing what I can knock up in an hour without spending any time mixing. You know, obviously I'm quite limited for time because of that as well, so creative criticism only. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know if this is going to come out interesting or not, we'll find out, I guess. If people want to see more of this sort of stuff though, obviously let me know and I'll get on it. Like I said, I've got a few ideas genre-wise that I want to try out, so with any luck, this won't be the last time you see this. Plenty of ideas bouncing around in a minute, so keep tuned for them. Don't know where I'm pointing. It's like there's two cameras. This is the most professional I've ever done anything. Yeah, I think that's covered pretty much about everything. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Just all the usual, you know what to do. Discord links in the description too. And I'll put my Soundcloud link in the description as well, just in case people wanted to listen. I've not really done anything on there for a long time, but if you want a back catalogue of what I've done, then it's down there. So yeah. Au revoir, children. Have a good one.
Love should not be imbalanced. You give but don't get back. What good is talking without action? You say these things just happen. Don't